Good evening, everyone. This is Michael Robbins, and I'm substituting here for Tuya Robbins, who is otherwise occupied at the moment with essential matters. And this is our Ask program. And in our Ask program, we are dealing with the science of invocation and evocation. We are calling upon the higher powers using what we know of the ancient formula, ask and you shall receive, knock and it shall be opened to you, and ask, seek and ye shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you. So DK, being strongly on the Gemini line, gives us this formula for invoking the higher powers. Well, today this is Sunday evening here, Sunday morning for some, and we're working with the attracting of money for hierarchical purposes. A few things that Master DK said I think are important. This meditation is so simple, he says, that many of you may regard it as innocuous and perhaps futile. Used by many simultaneously, it can shatter the impasse which at present prevents adequate funds pouring into the work which the hierarchy seeks to accomplish. I do have to apologize, I won't be able to do the finish, but hopefully the idea will come across. He tells us to do this meditation every Sunday morning. And, of course, given our attempt to make this a global meditation, it's not possible for all countries simultaneously to experience Sunday morning. But we trust that the general intent will be there, and we'll meditate together in such a way that we can be effective. He tells us, take what you have saved, during the previous week and dedicate it to the work and present it in meditation to the Christ and to his hierarchy. Whether the sum is large or small, it can become an attractive and magnetic unit in the Master's plans. So many people wonder, still dominated by the Piscean point of view, why money should be necessary for the spiritual hierarchy, why the Christ needs money at all. But he has to use the means which humanity has evolved. He does not come as the all-conquering Savior, and by fiat saving humanity. The old formula works by human hands and human feet. Okay. So we enter into our meditation, and we ponder deeply these types of realizations that Master D.K. encourages us to think about at this point. Realize the occult law that to those who give shall be given, so that they can give again. And we might add to that the ancient formula, to those who give all is given. As we ascend in our spiritual abilities, we will realize the truth of that statement. So we'll enter these stages after achieving a positive and intended personality quietness. We will formulate clearly to ourselves and in our own manner, silently, interiorly, the answers to the following questions. If money is one of the most important things needed today for spiritual work, what is the factor which is at present deflecting it away from the work of the hierarchy? We ponder on that question. I think in every case we're going to find that it is this underlying attitude of mind based upon limited perception, and we call it materialism. Next question. What is my personal attitude towards money? Do I regard it as a great and possible spiritual asset, or do I think of it in material terms? What is my personal responsibility in regard to the money which passes through my hands? Am I handling it as a disciple of the Masters should handle it? Now let us ponder on the redemption of humanity through the right use of money. Visualize the money in the world today as, first, concretized energy, at present largely used for purely material purposes and for the satisfaction, where the individual is concerned, of purely personal desires. Now, visualize money as a great stream of flowing golden substance passing out of the control of the forces of materialism into the control of the forces of light. And then we will say the following invocative prayer with focused mental concentration and from a heartfelt desire to meet spiritual demands. At first, what I'll do is we'll say this in English, and then I'll focus on the Finnish for those who want to read it in Finnish. O Thou, in whom we live and move and have our being, the power that can make all things new, turn to spiritual purposes the money in the world. Touch the hearts of men everywhere, so that they may give to the work of the hierarchy that which has hitherto been given to material satisfaction. The new group of world servers needs money in large quantities. I ask that the needed vast sums may be made available. May this potent energy of thine be in the hands of the forces of light. And so we will ponder that, and I'll make the finished text available. Then we visualize the work to be done by those groups which claim your present allegiance. Any group which you know is attempting to carry out the hierarchical plan. It can be spiritual groups, it can be those that do not claim to be spiritual groups but still are in alignment with the plan. So we visualize that work. And then, through the creative imagination and by an act of the will, see untold and unlimited sums of money pouring into the hands of those who seek to do the Master's work. then we say aloud with conviction and emphasis, He for whom the whole world waits has said that whatsoever shall be asked in His name, and with faith in the response will see it accomplished. And as we remember this, we also remember at the same time these well-known words, faith is the substance of things seen, substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen. So faith puts us in touch with the very energy we are intending to invoke. And then we add, being more specific, I ask the needed money for, and there you name the group for which you ask. I ask the needed money for, and can demand it. And can demand it because. And then the fourth stanza, from the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. And then we close with a careful consideration of our own responsibility to the divine plan And each week, we plan our financial cooperation with the hierarchy. Be practical and realistic, and know that if you do not give, you may not ask, for you have no right to evoke that which you do not share. Attempt to feel true love sweeping through you, and have the fixed intention to express that love to all you contact. It is the great, attractive, and selfless agent in world affairs. And we say together, as if in the presence of Lord Maitreya the Christ, we have gathered in your name, Lord Maitreya. Be with us. Thank you, friends, for being with us this evening. Evening here in the Little Bear Meditation Center. You know, the star in the handle of the Little Bear is Polaris, the great star of guidance. And here we have it mostly overhead when the sky is darkened. We will resume with you on this coming Wednesday, and we'll be on the morning schedule, which is 5 a.m. GMT, and the only program that will be in the PM will be the Glamour webinar, Dissipation of Glamour, on Friday. So we hope to see you, and we're very grateful for your presence, Tuya and I, and all members of the University of Seven Rays, Moria Federation Seven Ray Institute, and the Blue Rose Sisterhood, Poyalanvalo. We have a lot of different organizations, but they all are attempting to do the same thing, to bring the Christ and his hierarchy closer to their reappearance by helping to educate people in the great possibilities that lie ahead. And so, with those thoughts in mind, we will bid you farewell, and we'll close with the Gayatri, the most ancient prayer, perhaps, that humanity has, orienting ourselves towards the great subjective sun and the central spiritual sun.